Welcome to the Fringe News Bigfoot update for the week of Monday, March 31st, 2014. This week's stories are blowing up as we speak, so let's take a look at them, shall we? First up tonight, it seems that everyone is at Twitter with the failing of Dickhead Dyer's tour. Steve Coles, the Squatch detective, has seen the news agencies finally picking up on the fact that Ricky is calling it quits and admitting that Hank, the Bigfoot analog, is not the real deal. You don't say. Poor Hank. He didn't deserve this. Is it the end for poor Hank? Not according to Sideshow Man. He says the tour will continue as an educational purpose for children to learn about Bigfoot. Sounds to me like someone finally dropped the hammer on him myself, but who knows what the truth is anymore on this one. Check out the article on the squatchdetective.wordpress.com. Next up was the shocking announcement of the Bigfoot North project. It seems Dr. Jeff Meldrum has teamed up with Todd Standing to bring forward the unprecedented results from the field with a documentary and a radio show that starts this Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific time, right before our podcast. If you can't catch the show, no worries. They'll have it archived for download later on. You can check out all the info on BigfootNorth.com. Now we get to the Les Stroud and his Survivor Man Bigfoot 2-week special. This past week I was able to get a link and watch the show and catch the second half. Watching the second episode gave us more glimpses into the evidence that is to come from the Sylvanic area that Todd Standings only says is only accessible through caverns of some sort of madness. Les spent the time with the Bigfoot hot zone. Although Todd Standing was sure that the Bigfoot was near, Les was not quite so sure. He says he kind of needs to see it for himself firsthand. I'm not against Les working with Bigfooters trying to get an answer, but I do take issue with some of the evidence that they're calling legit. You can check out the Survivor Man Bigfoot 2-week special coming up soon here in America. Now check out this article from BigfootEvidence.blogspot.com. Thanks to Adam Bird and everyone else for sending this in. Here's some new footage supposedly from the Pacific Northwest. It was posted on March 30th by YouTube user Jabakaza. I can't pronounce that. He wrote, "A friend of mine sent me this video. He said his son was out hiking when he saw something cross the road. He grabbed his camera and got this footage. He said he'd have more info in a couple of days. As far as they can tell, it seems like it's the real thing. Who knows, but it's exciting for sure. Spring's in the air. You can check out that video on BigfootEvidence.blogspot.com. I think I finally found it. The end game behind Sasquatch Ontario. And you can hear it firsthand. Mike Patterson was interviewed. Speaking of Sasquatch, episode 4. It seems that Mike has finally succumbed to the Friends of the Forest people and gone full-ass crazy. Afterwards, the channel, Kathleen Odom, reads a transcript of the telepathic communication session that she facilitated between Mike and the Sasquatch, Nefertia, with whom he regularly interacts. Check out that exciting piece of entertainment at youtube.com/fur and cedar. Nah, don't forget to stop by and check out the latest edition from the Freudian Slip. Chris York and the guys are out there recording tonight. As he told me, they weren't sure exactly what the topics were going to lead them through, but it ought to be crazy. That webcast, as usual, is uncensored for your pleasure. You can check them out at youtube.com/the Freudian Slip. And finally tonight, don't forget, Wednesday is podcast night. Stop by Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Pacific as David Batdorf and I take on the Sylvanic Bigfoot evidence, as released on the Survivor Man Bigfoot episodes. We'll go into depth on the accusations against Todd Standing in his previous work and try to figure out just what has some of the biggest names of Bigfoot signing up to work with him right here on youtube.com/SLounge Podcast. Thanks for joining me for the Fringe News Bigfoot Update, Season 2, Episode 14. I'm Reverend Jeff, and may the Squatch be with you.